a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the toss. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the guard.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. Across the 35. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown ball! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. The sweet feet buy a little time. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. What a job to lay out and make the catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. Hey, this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Bush. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On the direct snap, it's Bush. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's McFadden. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass rush is effective. Wilson will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's McFadden. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Will have to use its first time out of the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. Breaks into the open. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the direct snap, it's Bush. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Bush. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Bush. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Tate. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Cunningham. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Dumped it off to his back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Bush. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bush. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bush. Oh, he's got some space.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Bush. Breaks the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bush. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Bush. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Bush. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Cunningham. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Back to pass. He's going to take off. Spins away.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
That's caught. It's Warrior. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
On the direct snap, it's Bush. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to Pott with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with his third possession.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's McFadden. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Fights off the defender. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On the snap, it's McFadden. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down.
Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Cunningham. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bush. Wide open spaces. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off play action on first down. Let's it fly. Complete downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Off play action. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Cunningham. Makes the catch, it's Owens. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the ground, it's Owens. Inside the 25. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll go to the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Run it with the fullback. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Bush. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
There he goes. The 50. Past the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown ball.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Cunningham. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. A A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Clemson! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's McFadden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Bush. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really help? And certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve.
one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Austin. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Sellers. The short hands, it's Owens. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Spits it out to the back. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's McFadden. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They're lining up in the wildcat start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On the snap, it's Bush. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Bush. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Volunteers! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Here comes the two-point try. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a play to finish it, an 87-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Pulls it in, it's Rivers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Inside the 30.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's McFadden. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Bush. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This
gets underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Austin. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. Gets it past the marker. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles, man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Direct snap. It's McFadden. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On the direct snap, it's Bush. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown ball!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barkley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. That's caught, it's Barkley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man, it's Barkley. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Colorado! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's McFadden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Bush. Running into the open space. Makes it past the marker. Running free. Inside the 30. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteer. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Barkley. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Barkley. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He makes a grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Trying to blow his way in. They will score! Touchdown, Bucs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Bush. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap, it's McFadden. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Here comes the Wildcat, watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Bush. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to scramble. There he goes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's what I love about dime personnel packages, especially on third down, is one, you've got faster guys out there to cover these receivers and these targets, but two, you can rally to the quarterback if he takes off. And yeah, he was able to get a couple yards, but you're not letting him go to the house, and now you're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Austin. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Bush. Creates a little room. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Bush. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's McFadden. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap, it's McFadden. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Bush. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Pavia. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Finds a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Royer. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Barkley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
This one's complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Second down coming up. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking for room. It's Barkley. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, third and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The short hands, it's Royer. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Buffaloes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Makes the grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
This time they'll go to the running game. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Colorado.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in.
Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Running the red zone. It's Barkley. Breaks into the open. Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. He's got it! Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
And when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical 3rd down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's another kneel down as they set up the game-winning field goal and run the time right down to the wire. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This for the lead and very likely the win. And this one is perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So they come to the Wildcat, going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Bush. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Bush. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no waste.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around.